All right. My name is Daniel Mite, and I live in Holly Springs, North Carolina.
And you're just going to look at him and ignore me over here.
Okay, perfect.
We'll just do that. How did you get started with the Hallelujah Diet? Tell me the story.
All right, perfect. My mom, at the beginning, she sent me a book of Why Christians Get Sick. So I read the book, and I was like, wow, I'm eating so bad. This is not good at all. But so I was trying to put some stuff on the side, and until one day, I told my wife, oh, look, I want to do the health ministry training. So I went to Hallelujah, to the place, and I did my seminary. And when I came back, I started the whole process. I mean, it was a big change. We're not eating that bad, but we started from the beginning, straight.
And what were you eating before? Let's get into what you're eating and why you're eating it, because you're a bodybuilder.
Okay, so this is what I was eating before. So it was like a lot of eggs or egg whites with a piece of steak, or egg whites and 5 or 6 slices of turkey with a wheat bread or multigrain bread. That was my breakfast. Or a lot of whey protein and a lot of chicken breast, a lot of meat, a lot of fish. So this was a kind of a challenge when I turned into the Hallelujah Diet, but we put in everything little by little. We put it on the side, like the chicken, the meat, and then the fish. The last thing we put on the side was shrimp, and then we started everything raw, putting everything together, eating the same stuff like brown rice, beans, garbanzos, multigrain pastas. This is what we're eating right now, but we mix them with vegetables instead. A lot of mushrooms, a lot of raw salads, green salad, a lot of green salads, a lot of smoothies, some almond butter, and multigrain. So it's like you can get the same benefits, but eating healthier.
Now, how long have you been into fitness or bodybuilding? How did that all start for you?
Okay, back in, I will say 98, when I was in high school, I got into the weight training program that they have. And it was kind of exciting. I was like trying to learn new stuff. But I graduated, and right after that, I started going to a gym. And I had one of my friends that he's like, Daniel, do these exercises, do this, do that. So once I learned, I started doing it on my own. And that's how everything began. So I went out running, mixing my routines, doing heavy weight. There was a time that I was on 185 pure muscle, but I was too big. I didn't want to be that big. So you can control that, how your muscles grow and how to bring them back down. You can do that. But now what I'm doing at this moment is resistance. So I'm doing resistant bands, and I can put some weights, and I mix them. Because every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I change my routine. So my muscles, they don't get the same habits. Oh, I'm doing this, I'm just doing curls. So I changed my routine, so that way I confuse the muscle.
And were you doing that before when you had a different diet, and now that you're doing that obviously now, do you see the difference? And what's the difference between the two diets when you're working out? Can you tell?
Yes, that's a really good question, because my muscle recovery right now, it's faster. It's way faster than what it used to be before. I used to drink a lot of whey protein because it helps my muscle. Right now, I don't use that. Creatine and a lot of supplements. And I don't need that anymore, because all I do is put a lot of greens in my smoothies, like spinach, kale, throw barley max in there, get my green smoothie and then drink it, and the next day I feel great. I mean, everything what I eat, I mean, you just gotta watch out what you eat. It all depends how much calories you're burning, how much calories are you going to need. So that's very important to look into. And before, it was like great. Finish my workout, a lot of carbs. I used to have like on my pantry like 2 or 3 different whey proteins. Like protein from meat, whey protein, muscle recovery protein, all that. But now it's just like pure, whatever you find in my fridge is like greens, kale, collards, spinach, and that's what I throw in.
So you're very careful about your diet. So I'm assuming that you're going to watch what you eat before you work out and plan for after the workout. So tell me how a day goes. If you're planning a heavy workout, how do you do things before and what do you do after?
If I go into a heavyweight workout, like if I'm gonna lift weights, I start in the morning, like doing, let's see, get a banana, almond milk, then throw some spinach or kale. Then I throw some cereal on it, mix them, blend it, drink it. So right after that, I get on my lunch. Let's see, I can get or before lunch, like a snack, I can get almond butter with jelly, eat it on a multigrain sandwich. Then my let's see, my lunch is gonna be a salad with some brown rice. And when I come to work out, I take another shake, like a banana, almond milk, mix it, drink it. Half hour after, I start working out. So my dinner is gonna be kind of a pasta or a lot of brown rice with beans and some probably pico de gallo on it. That way I recover fast. Because if I just gonna do light workout, I eat salads all day. But when you work out heavy, you have to eat a little more. You have to eat more calories so your muscles can recover faster.
You mentioned in the previous interview with Paul and Ann how when you switched your diet, all of a sudden you noticed the muscle to fat ratio changing. You said you
Yes.
started to get more confident. Explain how you noticed that.
Okay, it's kind of funny because your body's gonna start trimming down when you put green salads. A lot of greens, and when you start eating the right way, the fat is gonna go automatically. Like, everybody works differently. Probably it's my own body that is doing that, but I have seen it with one of the girls that I'm training right now. I show her how to eat, and she just had a baby, but you can see her body's how it's trimming down automatically. Some, like probably on the arms, face, like her belly. I mean, your body's gonna start trimming down automatically. So basically, when you stop eating meat and chicken and all this stuff, your body automatically is gonna start thinking, okay, this is what I need to do. I need to start putting all the fat away. So he's gonna start throwing the fat away automatically.
You mentioned you're helping this one lady who just had a baby. So do you train people professionally or just do it on the side, or what is that?
Basically, I train them, I coach them. This is what I call coaching. Like her, she's not working out at all, but she's just like, I'm coaching her on the way she eats. There's some other people that I'm coaching her and training them at the same time, doing exercises, eating healthier, which helps them much better. If they want to burn more fat, the fat is going to go out like this, because it's not just what you're eating, it's how much you're doing on the workout. Like for me, it works eating 75% of what I eat is the right way, and the 25% left is the workout routines. That's how it works for me. Everybody works differently, but that's how it's been working for me.
Now, you and your wife, just before we turn the camera on, we're talking you can tell it's a passion in your heart about youth.
Yes.
And so when the youth saw you before eating all kinds of meat and stuff, and then you switched, they obviously said, Daniel, what's going on? What are you doing? How do you explain this to youth?
Well, basically, I'm just telling you it's a different lifestyle. I'm getting something which is healthier. And actually, I had one of the youth, he asked me the other day that we were rehearsing for a drama. He asked me, what are you doing? I mean, you're getting ripped, you're getting caught. What is it that you're doing? I was like, look, first, it's what you eat. Don't pay attention of how many reps you're doing. No, it's what you eat first. And then you can do into your workout routines. So basically for them, it's a change, but they're like, okay, so it's what you eat. What are you eating, Daniel? Like, just eat salads, but a lot of greens, a lot of raw food. So they're like, okay. But it's kind of hard for them to understand that, but they see an example in front. So they say, probably I can do the same.
And you were just telling us that some of the kids text you and all that kind of thing and tell them what, they get excited about it, don't they?
Yes, actually, the people that I train and coach, they text me, Daniel, can I eat this? And I say, like, okay, no, not that. You can eat this instead. And then they send me back, okay, chief. So it's kind of funny, and the good thing is, like, they want to, because they're texting, they asking me a question, because they don't know for sure if that's going to be right for the body or not, if it's going to affect them. Because if you don't ask, you're never going to know.
So what do you want to do with this? I mean, this is kind of a new thing for you. You're a recent health minister since March. Your wife and you are both training youth and doing this kind of thing and helping some other people. Where do you see this going for you?
Well, actually, we have a small project right now, which is called Feed Your Health. And Feed Your Health, what we wanted to do is, like, teach them how to eat right with the Hallelujah diet and mix them with some exercise routines. So we want to do that, and we have 6 people coming in. My wife, she's included on that program. When she works out, everybody comes work out, but then I check their diary. I tell them, write a diary, a food diary, what you eat, bring them every week to me, or they email it to me. So that's a good thing. That's when you see that people start, like, trying to see, okay, Daniel, tell me if I'm eating right, if this is the right way to eat, why I cannot eat that, or why I can't eat this, what are the benefits. So it's great to see that.
What do you tell them when, I mean, obviously when they're writing their diary, they must be asking you, well, does it matter how many calories I have? Well, what do you tell them about when it comes to calories? Like,
people say, like, Daniel, can we eat this many calories? And I was like, look, don't count calories. Because if you're going to start counting calories, you're going to be paying attention to what the calories are going to mean. And I just eat simple. Don't eat crazy. Just eat right, and that's it. Because, like, to count calories is kind of difficult for everybody. Not everybody can count calories. But I'll tell you, look, if you keep yourself between 1,500 or 1,400 calories, you're doing good. Don't eat less than 1,000. Of course, it's going to affect your body. Don't eat less than 400 because you're going to die sometime. But don't count calories. Just don't count. Just eat right. Make your body feel good. Your body's going to feel good. And your body's going to tell you, it's going to ask you, okay, feed me this, feed me that. I need a little bit more sweet, not a little bit more salt. Your body's going to tell you that.
Now, some of these kids you've been working with, are they starting to see results? Are they getting excited? What's happening with them when they start eating right?
You know, I just had one of my friends, she came in today, and she told me, we went to running, and I told her, look, we're running today, so you feel good to run? She's like, yeah, I'm ready to run. She's like, you know what? It's been great because I've been eating good. I'm trying not to cheat, but sometimes I cheat, but I see results. Like, I feel my body more strong. And she goes to the gym every day, and before she's like, I go to Zumba, I'm doing this class, doing this other class. But now she's saying, look, Daniel, the way I'm eating and the way I'm working out is different. I see a difference in my body. I feel more strength in my legs. My core is even getting strong. So those are good results. Not everybody's gonna drop pounds like this because everybody's different. Probably the body works differently in some other bodies. Probably they're gonna develop muscle first and then they're gonna start burning. But she said, I feel great.
So what you're doing then really is no different than the average Hallelujah diet. You're not piling on a bunch of stuff.
Not really. You know, it's crazy because most of the people think, oh, if you're vegan, you are not going to develop muscles. No, you can develop muscles. There's a lot of supplements. There's a lot of, like, hemp protein, pea protein. You can drink that. There's no problem with those. I mean, and you're gonna get best results. So people has the wrong way to focus things. So the only thing that whey protein helps them, but no, whey protein is not helping you at all. Get some good stuff like hemp or pea protein, and you'll see a difference.
Do you use hemp yourself? How much? I noticed when go ahead.
You know, there's a good part. Like, what I use is a lot of beans, on the natural way and just cook them or simmer them and eat them. A lot of peas, a lot of garbanzos, and that's what I use. But when people ask me, I tell them, look, you can get pea protein or hemp protein. Actually, I'm on my way to start doing hemp, but when it comes, I'm gonna try it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be some new stuff, but I'm reading a lot, see what the benefits I'm gonna get, or what are the benefits of the pea protein that I'm gonna get, amino acids and all of that. I have to do my own research, and then I pick.
Do you find that when you have a different diet, like you have now, you mentioned the muscle recovery was a shorter time span. With that, do you notice that the muscle builds faster as well?
Actually, yes, you can develop a lot of muscles and faster. It all depends what you want. Like on my personal desire is just like to cut. But if people wants to develop more muscles, then the Hallelujah diets can be well mixed with that. Can eat a little more cooked food, or half and half, cook and raw, and it's going to help them develop a lot of muscles.
Now, you said you have a website, or you have a project going.
Yes.
Do you have a website for this project?
Yes, I do. It's fityourhealth.com. You just go there and check it out, and it's great. I mean, it's just a small project that we're doing, but the Lord, He knows where it's gonna take us. We just want to help people, just like Hallelujah Diet is doing. We're helping, and that's the best part. And when people say, thank you, Daniel, or when people ask you, Daniel, when are you gonna do the next challenge? Those are things that motivates me the most.